Hey folks, today we're going to be going over an absolute beginner's workout. We're going to hit 3 exercises. They are for absolute beginners. If you've never trained or you're just starting out, these 3 are a really nice place to start. So let's do it. So first of all, we're going to start out with a squat. What I want you to do is grab yourself a chair and sit yourself just on the edge of the chair. Plant your feet nice and firmly into the ground. Lift your chest, lift your collarbones up to the ceiling. I want you to press into your feet to just lift yourself up, keeping your upper body as tall as possible. We want to avoid any leaning over to come up if we can. If that's a little bit, then it's fine to start with. Don't worry about it. We just want to get moving. So from here, we're just going to do some nice box squats. So we're just going to stand up and then sit back down onto the chair. Stand up, sit back down. When you get to the top of the movement, make sure you press your hips forwards, and at the bottom, nice and relaxed. Try and stay nice and tall in your upper body throughout. If you want to make these to the next little step, we're going to reduce the amount of time that we're sitting on the chair. So you're still going to use the chair, but you're just going to touch the chair and then come back up. Touch the chair and then come back up. We're never putting our weight into the chair. It's just there for a little bit of safety and a little bit of a guide. Once you've done that for a little bit and you feel like you can progress a little bit further, find a lower surface is my advice, and start doing exactly the same but to a little bit of a lower surface. And that way we build a little bit more range of movement and slowly progress. All right, on to the next one. So for the second exercise today, we're going to be doing some push-ups. Now, I want you to find yourself a nice surface that is about hip height. Well, whatever you can find, but hip height is a good guide. We're also going to do these up against the wall. So if you're just starting out on push-ups, we want to make sure we're getting the right form from the start. So with your surface up against a wall or somewhere secure, place your hands just outside shoulder width apart. Place your feet a nice kind of distance away so that you've got a good line from your shoulders all the way to your feet. So that line is really important. You're going to tuck the hips, brace your core, so that's breathing your belly button into your spine. And then from here, we're going to try and lower our chest. Ooh. We're going to lower our chest to in between our hands and touch the surface. So slowly lower down, touch your chest to the surface, and then pushing back up as much as we can. Lower down is really important. If you need to bring a foot in just to assist yourself with pushing back up, that's fine. I want that nice slow lowering is really important. So we're going to lower ourselves down, touch the chest to it, press back up. Lower down nice and slowly. If you need the foot to assist yourself back up, it's there to help. So onto the wall. Go away. Awesome. So coming up, the same thing applies if we're doing this on the wall. We're just going to stand a good sort of arm's length away from the wall, place our hands. This time they're going to be about shoulder height, maybe a little bit below, and we're just lowering our face, touch the face to the wall, and then come back up. Lower and touch. And then as we get better, we lower the hands, we take the feet a little bit further away, and we keep coming and touching the forehead to the wall. It's a really nice place to start, but you want to really decrease this to a better surface. It's gone as soon as you can. The third exercise today is very complicated. Complicated because without weights or a pull-up bar, it's very hard to work your back. If you have a staircase like myself where you have something you can hold on to, this can work. It's a little bit risky, I will say that now, but it will work. If not, you might have a pull-up bar on a door hand, one of the door pull-up bars, or you can go out to some of the local areas have some bars that you can practice on outside. At the end of this, I will also give you a little bit of a dumbbell workout to just work your back so that you have something to get hold of. So as absolute beginners, I want you to grab hold of a bar, or in my case, a staircase. And what we're going to do is we're going to just hang. That hang is going to really develop a lot of nice strength in your shoulders, get your scapula working and also develop a bit of like forearm strength. So to start with, allow that decompression. You can have your feet on the floor. That's a really nice way of just giving yourself a little bit of assistance straight from the word go. So allow that your feet to just hold you there and rest into the shoulder hang. What I want you to then do, the start is, I just want you to pull the scapula down. So pull your shoulder blades down, hold there. Again, allow your feet to help you if you want, but you can just stand there and reduce the amount your feet are helping you slowly but surely. Hanging is really useful and really important as a start. If you want to progress from there, I would suggest doing negatives. And what that means is you're going to try and jump yourself up, or you can use a little stool to just get your chest, and this is important, your chest, not your chin over the bar, none of that rubbish. When you pull up, you want your chest to come towards the bar. We're not trying to come up to this position. That is legitimately something, but for me, I want you to pull up so that you're getting your chest, you're reaching your chest, so we really get activation in our back. Once you've jumped yourself up, you're going to lower yourself as slowly as possible. Here's a little demo. So from here, I'm going to try and jump myself up and then slowly lower myself down nice, as slow as I can, all the way to the floor. Let's do a cheeky little dumbbell back workout. So as I said, working your back from home can be really hard without equipment. If you can find yourself a cheeky little dumbbell, or even fill a bag with a bunch of milk or sugar or flour or whatever, you can do exactly the same movement pattern using that. So here we go. If you've got a chair, grab a chair and turn it so that you can have the back to place one hand on. You're then going to grab your dumbbell in the other hand, firm feet planted onto the floor. That hand is to just give us this nice lean over. So once we've leaned over, lift your chest up, keeping that hand on the chair. What that's going to do is just make sure that we've got as straight a back as possible. We really want to avoid any curvature in the back for now. So with that hand on the chair, dumbbells hanging nice and loose, my arms nice and relaxed, I'm then going to grip the dumbbell and pull it up into my waist or side. A little bit further back if you want. Wherever it comes is a bit of comfort for you, really. Allow it to drop back down, pull it up, chest up, shoulders up. Nice and relaxed on the way down. Really control the way down. The weight might want to just drop down, but really slow and controlled on the way down. Snap it up. Slow and controlled on the way down. Snap it up. And then repeat on the other side. Control and slow are your best friends. So there we go, 3 exercises plus a bonus to help you get started. If you are just getting started, then my advice is to do 10 to 15 reps of each exercise, 3 sets if you can, 2-3 sets is fine. Do 1 exercise at a time, so do your push-ups, 3 sets of that, do your squats, 3 sets of that, do your pull, 3 sets of that. Don't overcomplicate things to start with. We can go many different ways. For now, stick to the basics, do your straight sets, get some repetitions in, feel the movement and understand how it works. That's how you get started. Enjoy. See you later.